I'm just so happy to see all of you tonight and welcome you here. And thank you for coming. We really are looking forward to sharing a lot of hard work with you, and we're looking forward to the next steps, which is building a JCHI community. So tonight, we will present our vision of JCHI, which, by the way, it stands for Jewish Community Housing for Adult Independence, which is and will be a housing community for Jewish adults. And we look forward to sharing tonight our vision, our plans for how this community will be built, and our call to you to engage with us in moving forward and building this in our community. Tonight is really an introduction. It's informational, and it won't be possible to be fully comprehensive. We know that each of you who is here for a good reason. You have a son or daughter, or you are the son or daughter. You have a brother or a sister or other family member, and you're looking for solutions. And we feel, after much work over the last several years, that we have something to present to you tonight that will help you and help us establish a Jewish community that really we can be proud of. Because of the limitations of time and the amount of material that we plan to present, tonight is a little bit more of us communicating with you than a true dialogue or conversation that goes both ways. In recognition of that, you'll find index cards on the tables and some small pencils. We encourage you to write questions down as they occur to you, and we hope that there'll be enough time to leave for questions and answers at the end. However, if we don't have that time, we'll respond to you if you indicate how to reach you personally, and or we'll be putting some of the questions on our website with answers there. This is really, again, a beginning, and what we expect to happen will be many opportunities for both private and group meetings as we move forward. I've been doing this work for a long time in our community, and I see a lot of familiar faces here, but I also see a lot of new faces. And for those of you who are new to Etta Israel, let me just say that we've been doing our work serving the special needs community in Los Angeles since 1993. And over that time, we have initiated and delivered many, many innovative, high-quality programs, including full inclusion in educational settings, special education classes in Jewish day schools, our summer day camp, which is now coming into its 16th summer, and possibly most importantly, for the purpose of tonight's meeting, we've been running what are the only 3 residential Jewish group homes in Los Angeles since the year 2000. Tonight, we come together as a community in what I call a big tent. Each of you here represents a family that is unique. Some of you are looking for programs that require a lot of support, and some of you only require a program with minimal support. Some of you are looking for programs for a young adult first transitioning out of your home, and some of you are looking for options and solutions for someone who is approaching middle age and looking for a better solution than the one you currently have. Some of you are quite concerned about the cost of a new program, and some of you are fortunate that that's less of a consideration. And on the Jewish spectrum, some of you want a traditional type of program, and others of you are interested in a more egalitarian setting or just something that captures the Jewish spirit as it is reflected in your own personal family. My point is that each of you is unique. However, in that each of you is here seeking a solution to the challenge of housing for your adult with special needs, in that respect, each of us is joined together here tonight. And when it comes to building a community and finding housing solutions, it is not one size fits all. Our whole approach at Etta Israel with the JCHI program is to offer customized options, both programmatically and financially. And what we are presenting tonight is a result of 4 years of research, of speaking to other programs around the country, of looking at how to develop a best practices model and one that can be sustainable in the long term. We're very proud of the work that enables us to come forward tonight and say we have a model and we're ready to start. But it certainly isn't the last word in what JCHI will look like. In fact, in many ways, what we're offering tonight is the platform for starting out, for beginning. It's my hope that the JCHI community, which will appeal to you to get involved and help be a co-creator of, is an opportunity for potential residents, family members, community professionals, and other stakeholders to have a voice to determine how JCHI comes alive in our lives. Because we don't have a building called the JCHI building. And it's not our goal at this stage to have such a building. What our model says is that we want to be in a neighborhood, a Jewish neighborhood, and we've identified Pico Robertson as our prime area. And we want to have apartments in that neighborhood, but not in one building, because we want it to be a naturally occurring kind of community. And that is the essence of our approach, that JCHI is about developing community. And we believe that with the right heart and with the right collaboration, we can build a JCHI that, as we've envisioned it, if we scroll forward 10 years, we're going to look at 100 or more people in residences in our community. And they will have thriving businesses, micro businesses, or other opportunities to work. They will have full, active social and Jewish lives. And they will be living in a place that feels like home to them. And that, in that picture and with that vision, that will give you, who are here as parents or in some cases as siblings or other relatives, not only peace of mind, but the pleasure to know that our community here in Los Angeles, our Jewish community, has a program that will give meaning and ongoing vitality to your adult kids. Now let me say this about the plans that we'll be going into. I know that many of you, maybe all of you, have thought of ideas that will be similar or identical to what we're sharing tonight. And you've talked about them either in your own family gathering or in coffee clutches or in your mom's club or with one another in some form or another. What we bring, what Etta Israel brings, is successful operating experience, running such programs, meeting needs on a daily basis, engaging successfully with regional centers. And we have success through our group homes and through all of our programs in building a vital Jewish community for individuals with special needs. Some of you are here on a very much exploratory basis. You're in what I call the pre-planning stage. I personally find that it could take anywhere from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 years to be ready to make the transition or help your young adult make the transition to housing out of your own home. But others of you are already engaged. In fact, some of you here tonight have already built the next step in your child's life. Some of you are graduates of, for example, the Pathways program and are already having your young adults in independent apartment housing. And you're experimenting with various services and supports to make that work. And we can help with that too. And then others of you here are probably just really not sure what the future looks like. What's it going to be about? And we hope to help you with that. JCHI has a plan and a direction. So tonight we'll kind of scratch the surface and a little bit deeper, but our hope is that based on what we can share with you tonight, you will want to engage with us and follow up in individual meetings and group meetings. In the months ahead, there's a lot of work to be done. We know, since we've been working in the field for 17 years, that new programs and even a sense of community of this scale will take a long time to really bring to fruition. But tonight, we are done with the incubation stage. We're being born here tonight. We're ready to launch. We are ready to have people in apartments within 3 months. And there will be open rolling admissions after that. we will ask of you and welcome from you, not just tonight, but in the months and years ahead, that we can collaborate, that we can draw on your expertise, that you will contribute your expertise and your knowledge, not only your knowledge about your child, but knowledge about what you want to see in the community. And finally, in these introductory remarks, I just want to end on this note, because it occurred to me, as many who are here, have had the opportunity in my career to speak at many different settings, and usually it feels like I'm on the outside looking in. Usually I'm in a setting where I have to explain why special needs kids or adults are important, or why the community needs to care. Tonight we're not on the outside looking in, all of us in this room. We're not needing to knock down any doors or bang on any doors or push on the mainstream community and ask to be let in. Tonight we are among our own, and each one of us here knows the value of each human being. We don't have to get on a soapbox and explain it. And we know about the potential of people with special needs because we've seen it fulfilled in their lives. So tonight, we're the community that's doing the doing and the building. We are the families, and together as a group, we can create something that needs to happen here in LA. When I look around, and I've had the advanced opportunity to know who was likely to come tonight because they required us to have all the names. You know, I see a lot of people that I know and that I work with and have worked with. The special needs Jewish community, what is it, 1 or 2 degrees of separation. Basically, everybody knows everybody else, or you know one person that can connect you. There's so much that has grown up in LA in the last 10 or 15 years. And I just want to mention a few of the people who have been so influential along the same timeline as Etta Israel, and then in the recent years. And I don't mean to leave everyone out, but I think you'll recognize these names as people who really have helped to make a difference. I mean, there's Susan North Gilboa at Valley Beth Shalom, who's been involved for 25 years, doing amazing work. There's Tara Ricebaum from Camp Ramah years, doing Tikva and Ezra programs, doing amazing work. Elaine Hall, who is here tonight, who through the Miracle Project, just really changing how we understand how to engage people on the autistic spectrum. People like Portia Iverson and John Shestak, who built, co-founded Cure Autism Now, which is now part of Autism Speaks. And of course, recently retired from these hallowed halls of Federation, Michelle Wolf, who with her initiative really helped to develop and offer the community Hamarkaz and many other programs. I can go on and on. This room is laden with unbelievable doers and shakers. And we're not surprised, because if you're going to parent a child with special needs, you're going to have to be someone on the cutting edge and thinking outside the box. Otherwise, you're not going to make a lot of progress. I also want to introduce a partner to the Etta Israel program, because you'll hear discussed aspects of supported living services. Mr. Jonathan Istring, if you could stand up just so we could everyone see you. Johnny's a dear friend and a wonderful professional, and his organization is going to partner with us for some of our programs, the Alternative Home Care. Thank you for being here. And then just to give you a glimpse, before we move on with our program, we have some of our long-time veteran core Etta Israel staff members who are here, who've been working in the community for years and years. And if I could just ask you to stand briefly. I know how awkward that is, but I just want people to know that Etta Israel is here. We have Claudia Wenger, who's the JCHI coordinator, and Scott Solomon, who is our chief advisor on this project. Mrs. Manajeh Neharai, who's the longtime director of our Iranian-American program. Did I see the Taft brothers come in? Yes. Josh and Avi Taft, stand on up. Avi's now serving on the board. Josh running our group home and camp. And Dalia Saor, our program secretary from the Iranian program, who helps in so many ways, and is the co-leader of our Farsi-speaking Iranian support group. Well, thank you for your patience. This concludes the introductory section.